It's kind of small.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll have Don read the minutes from the November 8th meeting and then the special meeting.
Public hearing regarding the 2018 budget was called to order at 7:30 by Jeff Taggart. Present were Jeff Taggart, Garrett Sitz, David Grant, Donnie Smith, Dwight Bruno, Mark Lang, and Paul Warner. The following changes are being made to the unexpended balances. General A, balance down to zero. General B to $2,000. Highway DA to $117,000. Highway DB to $110,000. And lights and water to zero. No change to the bottom line. Garrett Sitz made a motion to close the public hearing at 7:30 p.m. Dwight Bruno seconded the motion, and all agreed. Garrett Sitz made a motion to adopt the 2018 budget as presented. Donnie Smith seconded the motion, and all agreed. Dwight Bruno made a motion to contact Cheryl Sacco, the town attorney, regarding the lease for the Kellogg Educational Foundation in Treadwell. David Grant seconded the motion, and all agreed. The town needed to pass a resolution to allow DTC Cable Company to have a franchise in Franklin. Dwight Bruno made a motion to have the franchise agreement with DTC Cable Company. David Grant seconded the motion, and all agreed. Mark is waiting for a phone call from Wayne Reynolds regarding a qualified abandonment for a section of BB and Dumont roads. The highway crew have returned to their winter hours. The CHIPS paperwork has been filed, and they are expecting to get back $356,000. Dwight Bruno made a motion to actively pursue better, cheaper phone service for the town. Garrett Sitz seconded the motion, and all agreed. The December meeting will be in Treadwell. There is a concern about needing better lighting around the outside of the town shed building. Jeff will call Tara Donadio to set up a meeting after Thanksgiving to find out what the town can do to continue the process of becoming a clean energy community. Garrett Sitz made a motion to go into executive session regarding an employee matter at 8:25. David Grant seconded the motion, and all agreed. At 9:15, Garrett Sitz made a motion to come out of executive session. David Grant seconded the motion, and all agreed. With nothing further to come before the board, Dwight Bruno made a motion to adjourn the meeting at 9:15.
Any additions or corrections? Motion? To approve the minutes?
Move to accept.
Second it. Dave seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Tuthill?
Thank you.
Sorry, we
Okay.
got the other meeting, the special meeting. That's okay.
November 28th. The special meeting was called to order at 7:30 p.m. by Jeff Taggart. Present were Jeff Taggart, David Grant, Donnie Smith, Dwight Bruno, and Paul Warner. Tara Donadio gave a presentation regarding the Clean Energy Community Program. She will get Jeff the contact information for the Small Business Energy Assistance Program. She will also send us a template resolution establishing energy benchmarking requirements. David Grant made a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:05. Donnie Smith seconded the motion, and all agreed.
Any additions or corrections? We have a motion?
Motion to accept it.
Second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now Dave.
First, I just wanted to welcome the board to the Kellogg Education Community Center. And just a couple little things tonight. If anybody would like some coffee, it's back there. The white container is decaf. There's popcorn and there's some carrot muffins and some fudge. So kind of help yourselves as you would like.
Don't be bashful.
And if you want to take a look around the center while you're here, you've heard about this is the center that we're leasing from the American Ginseng Farm property. So if you want to walk around, take a look at what's here, feel free.
What I'd like to do, Dave, if we can, is carry on the regular meeting and then...
I mean afterwards, yeah.
Right, but before we go into the open session, we can
Sure.
mingle or whatever,
Okay.
show, that way everybody doesn't have to wait to the end or whatever.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll give you a real
Yes,
brief
yes,
summary
report.
there. It's a little bit brief for this month because we're pretty much finished with our monthly meetings until the spring, but the Morgan Stanley account numbers are in there. The income for November was $3,017 and interest was $1,970. So there was a net increase of about $4,000 during the month of November. And again, we're going to have our monthly meetings resuming in the spring, but there will be a special meeting for any issues that might come up during the winter, like a tree on a fence and stuff like that. Jeffrey Briggs was elected to a 5-year term to replace Deb Tuthill on the board. Deb will continue as director of the Kellogg Educational Community Center and as a non-voting attendee of the trust board meetings. We've arranged for a telephone service to be installed in the center here. Obviously, there's no cell phone service. When we have kids events, we wanted to have a telephone line. That's going to be the week of the 20th of December. We're going to have Spectrum install it for now because Spectrum is servicing the company that's already here. It's a little bit easier, but we might later on go to Delhi. It depends on what happens. And that's basically my report. So
I just a question, the income and investment was $3,000, interest to checking account, does that mean that's?
well, that's all. The investment comes in 2 ways. The investment account, and then every month they send a interest check to the checking account as well.
Okay.
So that goes directly to the checking, and this month it was $1,970, and the income on the actual trust fund, which is a total of $986,390,
Right.
plus the checking account, which is approximately $31,000.
So the 3,000, is that?
That was an
plus-
increase in the portfolio in
Right,
the month of November.
okay. But of the 3,000, 1,900 went to the check?
No,
checking
that's
account?
additional.
Additional, so
So
actually it grew almost $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Great. Any other questions for Dave? Other than thank you very much for having us.
Oh, we appreciate you coming.
Okay. We do have paperwork from the Humane Society, is that what it's? Where did I put that now? You gave it to the dog. Here it is, out of the envelope. We usually have a yearly contract with the Delaware Valley Humane Society. And it's an $1,800 a year contract. That's just to be under contract, and then we pay so much a day for dogs that are, housed there. So I probably have to have a motion that I can sign this contract with the Humane Society. Any other questions about it? It's a yearly thing. I think last year we fell behind. We didn't have the contract or whatever. Something to it. So we are on board this month. We'll have a motion to sign the contract with the Humane Society of Sydney.
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Or second.
Any questions? All in favor? Thank you.
So you want me to hold it?
Hold it till then.
Give it.
Unless you need the copy.
Okay. Mark's not gonna be here, and Jamie's not gonna be here. So there's no, Mark said the CHIPS money, or Paul can report on that. Still,
Should be in, usually it's sometime on or after December 15th. The minutes said it was, what, 356,000 we're expecting back.
so get us refurbished in the accounts from all the blacktopping this spring. We have a easement from the Delhi Telephone Company, or actually from NYSEG, not from Delhi, for putting the power to the building down by the cell towers. That's where what I'd like to do is have approval to sign the easement when the engineers get back to me. What this is for right now, a proposal just for the Delhi Telephone Company building power. And what we'd like to do as a town is, right now, the power comes across 357, then it crosses the old pond. There's a pole, I think, on the road side of 357, I think, right? Then it strings across to the town building. What we'd like to do is follow the proposed site, which is going about across from Dale Downing's, right down the boundary line. Chris Downing's. No, right at the town boundary line. Nice if we'll put a line down that to the back side of the building. And what we plan on doing is coming off that pole underground to the town building, so there's no overhead wires. Right now, the wires that are there have been in the way of dumping trucks and stuff because they're on the fairly low side. And just clean the area up. But we're waiting for NYSEG to give us an idea what it costs. So I talked to the Delhi Phone Company tonight, and they're in agreement to wait to see what the bad news would be, if we want to go ahead and do it or not. But it's an easement just for the NYSEG to do this, come across the road. I'm not sure if they'll come right from here to there if we take this line down. I would think that'd be a simple solution, but that's what they're proposing. And I got a hold of the engineering office, and they were going to look at it again. And I talked to Delhi Phone Company tonight, and they were going to try to get this worked out. Told them if I could have the board have a resolution, I can sign the easement, so we're not holding it up any longer. We have to have that done.
They're running that right down the property line.
Right now, that's what it shows to me, Don. I'm sure that's what's being proposed.
Which pole are you gonna come off of with the underground?
We'd come off right behind, right,
This one?
yeah, come right out behind,
And then come in the back?
and come in the back,
So if
which
you ever
the
wanted to
entrance
do
is down in the
anything
corner
here.
anyway, so just clean it up, get it all, either trench it. And Delhi Phone Company, they basically said they would help us, with the trenching. I got 2 mini excavators down there and stuff. They'd probably
Well, I would
trench it
just be
for us.
concerned coming through here if you ever wanted to do something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be through there. We're gonna come around behind everything, so it comes in the backside, so it's, Jason Woodashek said that sure they could work it out with us. So if we get that all buried and out of sight, out of mind, at least I think it'd be a great improvement.
And the pole's leaning pretty good.
That one pole is.
Yeah.
There's one
I
of the
noticed
guide,
that
there's 2 guide
yesterday.
wires and one
Right,
not attached.
right. Yeah, they're not, it needs upgrading, and this would be a simple way of getting out of the yard. I don't like the thought of where it shows the pole where it comes across the road, because that's right in where you store some gravel right there. And that little corner between the 2 drive,
Oh, yeah, that's where they want to put it.
well, that's what they're proposing, a pole right there, which looks about halfway into it. And I'm sure they want to keep it off the road, but it's not let Paul look at that.
So the highlighted, that's.
Yeah, it's a
all
highlight.
around?
Yep. See what they're proposing, come over.
No, it's overhead, going over to the
So where was it? gonna
Delhi.
be?
Pardon?
You said some of it might be underground?
Well, that's from behind the Delhi Telephone building that's gonna be out back.
I think
Okay.
We'd like to bury it from, what pole?
Market said they might move this pole back here.
And come
just
straight
run it
on.
Straight across, possibly.
Right. I mean, I would think, I told Jason that's right, where you pile gravel. And if we really don't think it's that, I don't think it's a good spot for it. So, but the engineers haven't gotten back to anybody on it. So that's what they're proposing, but I think there should be some changes. And if I could have a motion that I could sign the,
So Delhi would pay for the new line coming to their building, and then
Yeah.
we would pay for
well, yeah.
underground,
Underground.
which should be,
Right, that's what I'm presuming, you know, and I'm not sure that's what, I don't wanna NICEAG to charge the town also to come put power over here. It should all be one line.
yeah.
I mean, if they can do it, they will, but if we can control it to keep them from, you know, charging us to come from the 337 in,
Yeah.
and Delhi Telephone Company coming in, one charge should be enough.
We'll wait a week and then we'll do the underground off their pole.
Yeah, well, if there's enough, see, the problem there is they gotta have enough service into it.
Oh,
Plus, we need three-phase, and I don't know that they do. So they may not bring three-phase just to them.
That's right. Yeah, well, that's why I wanna have the cost before we just sign off and say, yeah, we'll do it. So if we can have a resolution that I can, it may never get to me before next year anyway, but that if it does get done and satisfactory, that I can sign the easement papers so they can get working on it.
that effect. I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Got that. Planning had a public hearing on a minor subdivision. I don't know how they decided on it. I don't think they did, because I got, or actually, you got an email about one of the concerned people, and I dropped it off to the planning secretary today. And we got another one here. I'm not sure why they're not getting it, but possible. There's a subdivision, or subdivision up on, it's a small portion in the town of Franklin up on Bedine Road. So that'll be going to the planning board too for this month on Thursday night. Is there anything else to come before the board before we go to the open session?
Okay.
Well, at this time, I think it'd be time well spent to have a tour of the facilities here for the Federal A.L. Kellogg Foundation. And there are goodies too. If you want a cup of coffee, there's coffee, decaf, regular coffee, there's popcorn, everybody can smell that.
Is that gonna be a precedent, Jess?
I don't know. So if they can share their popcorn popper, yes, or I'll have to go to White's and steal theirs.
I also failed to introduce, we have a couple of our Kellogg Trust Board members in attendance tonight. Lisa Hike is here, and Dwight is of course, our town board representative. And my wife Debbie's here somewhere, but she's the outgoing member. Yeah, if you want to just take a quick look around and get,
I don't think anybody's seen it.
this is kind of the versatile room where we use, kids have Lego club and